Welcome to our meeting section. In this video, we're going to be reviewing everything we need to know about our monthly meetings, things such as when they take place, the importance of them, how you can rewatch them if you're not present, when they take place before our fun day, and everything that's involved inside of our meeting. So first, we're going to head into our software. When we load into our software, we're going to see our meetings tab. We can go ahead and click on that. When we click on it, it brings up a recap and a checklist of what's going to be covered every single meeting. There's also going to be a section labeled monthly meetings, and every meeting is going to be recorded and it'll go into that meeting section. We're going to try to improve on every meeting, whether that be new strategies, new systems we use, things to make it more efficient, things like that. So again, these meetings are mandatory, but we understand that people have emergencies for some reasons. Sometimes they can't make it. Again, if you cannot make it, you can go ahead and watch those videos and recap the meetings and ask any questions if needed. All right, so let's go ahead and recap what we would cover in every meeting. So our first thing we have here is our recap of the month. That's the first thing we're going to be doing when we get into every meeting. It's going to consist of 10 minutes. We're going to go over our goals of last month. So we're going to name, what they are. Each month when we get into the meetings, we're going to set new goals. So we're going to go over our last month goals. Then we're going to go over how we can improve as a company, whether that be more efficient systems, more sales, better ideas, things like that. And then we're going to be going over, did we hit our last month goals? So if we did not, we're going to talk about them. Why didn't we hit them? And try to get on a path to where we can hit them next month. All right. So that is called recap of last month. Usually that consists of about 10 minutes or so. The next section that we're going to be covering in the meeting is the goals of the month. So we're going to be setting goals for the next month coming up. Usually these meetings take place the last week of the month. So we're going to be setting those goals for the following. This is going to consist of a sales goal, any goal for the technicians, whether that be, they want to try to get as many installs as possible. They want to have another guy in the truck. They want to be able to get a gutter install done an average time of 5 hours. Whatever that goal is, they can decide. So a sales goal, technician goal. We're going to set an installation goal. So we're going to try to aim for, how many installs can we get completed this month? We're going to aim for a gutter cleaning goal. How many gutter cleanings can we get done this month? We're going to aim for a complaint and callback goal. So we want to minimize the complaints and callbacks we get as a company. So we're going to set a callback and complaints number, and we're going to try to have it be below that. Typically, this shouldn't be below 2, or this should be higher than 2. We want to try to keep it, one callback or maybe one complaint per month. The perfect scenario, we wouldn't have any, but obviously, things aren't perfect and people do complain. So, and then our last goal that we're going to set is a reviews goal. So how many reviews can we get for this month? Our technicians can help with this. Our sales reps can help with this. Our managers, our owners, everyone that's involved in the business can help with this reviews. All right, so now that we've covered our goals for the month of December, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into our team meeting focus points. These are 5 key focus points that we're going to focus on as we go through the meeting. This should take about 5 minutes. We're just going to recap them quickly and let you guys know what we're going to be focusing on that meeting. One of those 5 key points is going to be our main topic. That's going to be a little bit longer of a topic or a discussion for that meeting. And like I said, there's going to be 5 of those. So 4 key points and then 1 main topic. All right, and that's our team meeting focus point. Next, we have our agenda items. This should include all of our things that we're going to be doing inside of the meeting, as well as our 5 key focus points. So our employees must read off their suggestions for the month. So each month our employees are required to submit 2 suggestions in our issue/suggestion tracker. And this just helps us, grow as a company. It lets the technicians, give their say for how we can improve, how we can make their lives better, and how we can make the business better. Then we have to make sure that we've completed all of those tasks above. So the recap of the last month, the goals for the month of December, and the team meeting focus points. Then we're going to be going over the plan for next month, whether we have jobs coming up, bigger jobs, the season is changing, we have holiday lights coming up, a lot of gutter cleanings, whatever the case is, new employees and changes. And then we're going to be going over suggestions for next month, updates and events, big projects that we're going to be working on. And then we're going to make sure that everyone's on the same page. So if employees have, questions in the software, we're going to make sure everyone knows how to use it. Everyone knows how we are doing our day-to-day jobs and our day-to-day job processes. Then we're going to be going over updates. So this is any updates that we have inside of the company, whether it be to the software, our trucks, our training, our tools, things like that. After we go over all of those, we're going to go over suggestions. So any suggestions that our employees have, those 2 or 3 or multiple, however many they submit, we're going to write all those down, make sure we cover all of them, and then we're going to go over and recap again our 5 focus points for the meeting. So again, that's our agenda items. That should take about 20 minutes. Next, we're going to get into our focus points. This is the longest part of the meeting. Again, we're going to be going over those 4 key points as well as our main topic for the meeting. This should take about 30 minutes, and this will differ every meeting, but there is going to be those 5 main topics every single meeting. That should take about 30 minutes or so. Lastly, we have our questions. So every meeting, we're going to go over any questions that employees have, technicians, sales reps. When everyone's there, it makes it easier for people to ask questions because they don't feel like, hey, why am I the only one that's asking this? It lets other people say, oh yeah, I was wondering that too, or things like that. If you have, a more personal question, you could talk to your managers after the meeting. That's always okay. But that pretty much sums that up. That should take about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how busy we are and how many questions we have to answer. So that recaps everything inside of the meeting. So again, we're going to be going over a recap of last month. That should take about 10 minutes. Our goals for the month of December, that should take about 10 minutes. Our team meeting focus points, that should take about 2 to 3 minutes. Our agenda items, that should take about 20. Our focus points, that should take about 30. And then our questions, anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. On the bottom of this page, we also have links for our suggestion issue tracker. Again, our employees are required to do this twice a month. This should be no problem at all. Employees should be doing this daily, at least 2 to 3 a week, because there's always problems in the trades and there's always issues that come up. So this helps us improve our systems dramatically. And then below that, you have our pre-recorded meetings again. So you can see, if you missed a meeting or you want to go back and watch a meeting to answer one of your questions, you can view all of those below. All right, and that sums up our meeting page.